Hey guys, Alex here, and I'm going to do a little movie review for you guys. And this movie did not get a theatrical release. This one went straight to video. And I picked it up on Tuesday. It's called Starship Troopers Invasion. It's a computer animated movie directed by Shinji Aramaki, who worked on Appleseed. And it also has the voice talent of Casper Van Dien, who played Johnny Rico in the first movie. So basically, without giving away too many spoilers, let me talk about the plot really quick. Let's see. Well, first off, our favorite characters come back from the first movie. We have Ibanez, played by Denise Richards in the first movie. Johnny Rico, as I said, he's now a general. Carl Jenkins, who was played by Neil Patrick Harris in the first movie. Carl Jenkins, he's kind of an important character in this because in the first movie, you remember that he had, special mental abilities, and because of this ability, he was assigned to the PsyOps department. Whereas Johnny Rico went to the mobile infantry and Ibanez became a fleet commander. So we had these three characters, and from there that's where we get our plot. So basically, Carl Jenkins takes command of Ibanez's ship, and they don't say why he does. He just does it, and this really upsets Ibanez because that's her ship with her crew on it. So he takes the ship, and then later on you find out that that ship goes missing. So Johnny Rico contacts Ibanez and some mobile infantry, and he gives them their mission. Their mission is basically to find out what happened to the ship. Find out what happened to it, and bring back Carl Jenkins and whatnot. But without giving away too many details, that's where the conflict comes in, because on that ship, of course there's going to be bugs on that ship, but there's also something else on that ship. And it's a new way that the bugs can wage war, and it's pretty terrifying for the humans. So they have to overcome the odds, take command of the ship, save humanity. That's the basic plot, without giving away details. I gotta say, this movie is pretty amazing. Like, it has the feel of the first movie. It's got all these awesome characters, very distinct. You even have Johnny Rico coming back. He's now a general. When you see Johnny Rico, it's pretty cool because he's a lot more aged, a lot more mature, much more battle-hardened. He even have like a scar and an eye patch. But like right away, you can recognize his facial features from the art that they put on him, and you also recognize his voice, of course. But it's Casper Van Dien playing himself from the first movie, that is. Because he is now a general. And when you see him, it's kind of cool because he has a lot more presence and charisma. Like, when you hear him talk, this is the way he talks, like, you get this this feeling of security. Because he's a lot more commanding, you can feel his leadership. So you feel a lot more secure, like the situation is going to be under control now that he's here. Ibanez, she looks a lot different than Denise Richards. But that's cool because her character is still the same. She's still a fleet commander, or she's still the captain of a ship. And you have these new characters who come in. They're basically mobile infantry grunts, and they're very well thought out, I thought. I mean, for a movie, there's only so much you can do with, what is like a 90-minute movie. I think in that short amount of time, they do a good job of making each character distinctive, and you actually find them interesting, I thought. So that said, the bug designs are pretty cool. They look just like from the movies, and there's some new bugs that you see, which are pretty cool. And something that's really cool about this movie is that they have the power suits. If you read the Starship Troopers novel by Robert Heinlein, you would know that he talked about these power suits that these soldiers actually wore. The reason why the movies could not show the power suits, at least the first two movies, was due to budget. Like, in the first movie, it was so expensive. You had to pay for these special effects, pay for these, for all these bugs that come out of nowhere, these giant alien bugs. So that cut into the budget, so they had to make some cuts, and the power suits was one of those. And that probably angered some fans of the novel. It didn't anger me, though, because I didn't read the book until after I watched the movie, so that didn't really bug me. Get it, bug? But no, when I found out that they did wear power suits in the novel, that's when I started to look more into this, and I thought to myself, wow, these power suits are actually really cool, like, especially when you read the novel. If you watch the Starship Troopers, sorry, if you watch the Roughnecks Starship Trooper Chronicles TV show, That was a computer-animated TV show based on the Starship Troopers universe. They all wore power suits, and I think a lot of the fans of the novel appreciated that. That said, the designs from the TV show as opposed to this movie are a lot different. Well, it's not radically different, but one big difference is the visor. In the TV show, the visors were clear, so you can still see which characters were which. In the movie, when they put their visors on, you can't really tell, because it's a complete mask. It obscures their faces. The only way you can tell which character is which is based on their designations that are printed on their armor. So no biggie there. I mean, personally, I love these the power suits in this movie because they're a lot more grittier, and I think the concept design is a lot more intricate and thought out than the TV show. I still love the TV show, don't get me wrong. Like, I love the characters, but I also love the characters in this. And I also think that this movie, not only does it retain, the feel of the TV show, it also improves upon that feel, and it also brings back the feel of the first movie. The first movie was more of a sci-fi military movie, something that the last two movies could not properly show due to budget. Because this is a cartoon, it could show all that stuff without being worried about budget. It can show these power suits. It could, focus on the story as opposed to worrying about, if they have enough money for special effects and, costuming and whatnot. So I think if you're a fan of the movie, or if you're a fan of the novel, I think you would love this movie because, as I said, it combines the best of both worlds. It shows the power suits, and I think for a lot of people, that's what made the novel so awesome, was reading about those suits that they wore. I know in the third movie called Starship Troopers Marauder, they actually introduced the Marauder power suit. It's actually pretty cool. But you don't see it that much in that movie. But they did try to make the effort, to show their fans that they cared and that they did appreciate the idea behind the novel, but they just couldn't afford it. So they did show the Marauder power suit in the third movie. But that said, this movie, it's fantastic. I mean, like, I can't think of a reason not to recommend this. Like, if you liked Starship Troopers, the movie, the first one, then definitely get this, because this retains that feeling, and it also brings back all those characters that you loved in the first movie. If you like sci-fi, you gotta watch this movie, but it's very sci-fi. If you like if you like military sci-fi, then definitely get this. As I said, it's just like the first movie in that respect. Also, sorry, something in my throat. There's some cool stuff besides the movie. There's a making of featurette. Actually, it's a lot of featurettes, but they have some featurettes on the power suits themselves, and some featurettes on, character concepts, the bugs that they show, all that good stuff. So there's plenty to see here after watching the movie. I mean, I'm going to watch this movie several more times just because I liked it so much. But yeah, they also have a gag reel, filmmaker's commentary, deleted scenes, but I think the documentary it's going to be my favorite feature of this DVD. Aside from the movie, of course. So, would I recommend this? Heck yeah, I would. So if you want to know more, then definitely watch this movie, and definitely watch the extra features they have on this. So that's it. I'll see you guys later. I hope this review helped you guys out. If you haven't seen this movie, you should definitely check it out. And definitely pick it up if you can. I think it's great that they went back after all these years to make another movie. I applaud these people. Excuse me. That's it, guys. I'll see you guys later.